Hello and I hope you're having a fantastic day, and welcome back to Do Not Take This Cat Home. We're going to left off of not taking the cat home, and hey, as usual, you should check out my pinned comment down below if you want to check out my Discord server, which is always full of just me being active, wholesome, thin moments, chaotic moments, the usual. But hey, check it out if you're interested in getting into a community where, I don't know, I don't like using the word, but where the YouTuber is active. It's a weird thing. But anyway, we are... Actually, I don't remember what I last did, but we checked pockets, right? Also, why is the music still going? This isn't the main menu. Look around the area? No, seriously, why the fuck is this music still playing? Is this... I guess it's just a cheerful day. But anyways, you glance around the dark, dingy alley. Like, the music does not fit. Why the fuck is the main menu music still playing? We'll keep going on. You glance around the dark, dingy alley and only see garbage bags, trash bins, empty cardboard boxes, and scattered litter here and there. If there were something for the cat to eat, surely it would have found it by now, right? But you don't want to just give up so easily. You keep looking. You look and only see garbage. You sniff and only smell garbage. You listen. Oh, thank God the music stopped. Do I only hear garbage? Scritch, scritch. You just barely make out the sound of faint scurrying by a trash bin a few feet away. Quietly, oh so quietly, you creep over to the bin. And... you lunge. You lunge at scurrying trash bins? Are they trying to pretend they're a fox jumping in snow or something? What? You weren't very graceful in your attempt. You'd stumbled and knocked over a stack of nearby boxes full of more trash. I don't know, go. But as you stand up, grasped in your hand... I do not believe the main character that we've begun to understand would have the capacity to jump in a back alley garbage pile and actually catch a field mouse. But, alright, we'll just say he got really lucky. Squeak, squeak. Alright, we can, I guess, give it to the cat, unless the cat befriends it and then tortures me for trying to give it to it, because the cat just seems to have a mind of its own and wanting to torture me for some reason, but the mouse squeaks and shrieks in distress, wriggling and struggling desperately in your grip. You're holding it too tightly and carefully for it to be able to bite. Wait, you are holding it too tightly and carefully for it to be able to... for it not to be able to bite you, though, rather. It wears itself out eventually and looks up at you with black eyes. It's completely at your mercy. No, I mean, no, okay. Well, we know what we're doing now. We'll just... just the save file. Just that little tiny mouse and the tiny little embedded thumb. Like the embedded save, I like that. Just tiny little mouse's eyes. I'll spare the mouse. What happens? The cat will know, right? Are you sure? Spare the mouse. Get your own. You can do whatever the fuck you want, cat. You can hear the cat's stomach growling. That's fake. That's fake news. It must be so hungry. It must be starving. Well, we're going to get an ending, clearly. Spare the mouse. You know the cat is hungry. Why are you hesitating? You caught prey for the cat's sake, didn't you? Is it like the cat telling me this or the narrator? Are you really going to value the life of a filthy rodent more than the cat's? Spare the mouse. Bruh. Cat like throws a temper tantrum. You're mocking me, aren't you? Says the one who's hungry but didn't kill the mouse when you have, like, cosmic horror powers. Okay. Last chance. It's just like with petting the dog, really. Hand over the prey. Now. I mean, I don't have to save it. Spare the mouse. I will spare the mouse. You let the mouse go. It scurries away, squeezing into a tiny hole in the wall, but you don't pay it much mind. You don't flinch as a giant clawed paw slowly falls in front of you. It's almost predictable at this point. Sneeze. Cat stares at you. I didn't like that. It kills you in 500 different ways just to punish you. You don't flinch as a giant clawed paw slowly falls in front of you, blocking your path to the alley's entrance. Not that you had any delusions about escaping. The cat is hungry after all. You close your eyes in acceptance as the paw gently pulls you back. Gently? Chomp. Ending 26. A life spared. 26. You decide not to feed the poor, hungry cat a helpless? So the mouse wasn't helpless? Is that what I was trying to say? Is the mouse gonna kill me next? And it just grows like some kind of Acme character and they grow 300 times the size and just crush me? Alright. I'll spare. Feed. The mouse looks scared as if it can sense your intentions. That's funny. It weakly starts to struggle again. Well, what if it's a character the cat transformed? What if it's a previous me, and the cat went through time and space just to transform a past me into a mouse so he can just eat the character again? It wouldn't shock me, but anyways. Squeak, squeak, squeak! The intense squeaking. I'm sorry, this cosmic horror cat really wants to eat you. Because, I mean, it's already killed me a bunch of times. What do you mean, spare the mouse and feed the mouse? Okay, well, fine. If I spare the mouse, it goes back to what we did, right? Yeah, no, okay, we don't need to do that again. Feed. We only have one choice, man. You feed the mouse to the cat. The cat tears it apart instantly. Oh. Trying to make me feel bad or something? Alright. The mouse's pain squeaks and squeals pierce through you until they're abruptly cut off. Satisfied, the cat mews happily at you, red tinting its fangs. Meow. The cat curls up in its now blood-stained box and goes to sleep. Oh, okay. You take the chance to leave. A well-fed cat will likely follow you home after all. And cute as the cat is, you really can't afford to pet right now. Still feeling a little guilty about the mouse, you decide just to go home. After a long walk home, you finally enter your apartment. You head straight for your room and collapse on your bed, falling into a fitful sleep. Later, you wake up. Ah, scratch, scratch. It's just going to be mice everywhere for me to catch. Oh, okay. Okay, that's a little loud, okay. The squeaking and scurrying noises all around you. So it wasn't a helpless mouse, it was teasing what's happening now, of course. So loud and constant they sound like screams. In the darkness of your room, you see the shifting shadows of hundreds of mice surrounding your bed. You try to run, but you cry out as twin lances of pain race up your legs. You fall off of the bed in your attempt to escape, the hordes of mice dodging you as you crash to the ground. Just roll around crazily, man. Like roll around as if all the mice on the ground are mouse traps, and you're just rolling around letting them snap. You're gonna crush a bunch. You might as well kill as many as you can. Just roll around, let your weight, let your gravity crush as many mice as possible before they get you, okay? But this guy's just gonna be helpless, isn't he? You can't stand up, looking back and squinting in the dark. You just about make out the source of your pain. The fuck? The flesh and tendons of your heels and ankles are mangled? Bitten through your socks? How fast? When did this happen? No, leave me alone. Desperate, you crawl with only your arms towards the door. The mice descend upon you, biting into your skin. I mean, that wouldn't be a fun way to go, being slowly eaten by mice, yeah. Gnawing away pieces of you. So your character just does nothing, basically. You start to fade in and out of consciousness, but you still reach up for the doorknob. Your arm heavy, weighed down by the mice clinging to you with little claws and tiny teeth. You manage to jostle the knob enough for the door to slowly swing open. What's that gonna do? The cat's not even fucking helping me after I feed him. What a piece of shit. Plop. But your outstretched arm suddenly falls to the ground lifeless. The mice managed to chew through the flesh and bones of your doubt.
What do you mean they chew through bone? That quick.
Okay. As a few mice creep forward to curiously inspect your arm, you stare blankly at it for a moment before sliding your gaze up. In the newly opened doorway sits a familiar-looking... mouse. It stares at you. The darkness in its beady black eyes. You can't begin to measure their depths? What? Nor the hatred pouring out from within them? Bro, come on, it's like a... I want to know why the main character is subject to all this. Why is it the mice get angry, you feed mouse to a cat, the cat's not there to protect you? Is the cat responsible for the mice attacking you too? I swear to God, there better be answers for all of it. But the mouse hates me too now. And I feed the cat, and it doesn't do anything to help me. But why? I'm asking why more than anything else. Why this much torture? What the fuck has a main character done? Now, I'm not going to go on a rant like my last video, or else I'd title the videos, Neco Rants. But it still has to be asked, right? It begs the question, right? Why this much animosity, right? Shouldn't we? I swear to God, I will. The last video will be a rage if it's like the guy does adopt the cat and they live happily ever after. But the amount of times we're witnessing our character either being a piss baby and me mocking him, or this character just dying. All I did was feed the cat a mouse. I chose not to, I die. I choose to, I die. Why isn't the cat helping me when I help it? Is it just this cat is just like... is doing everything on whim, I'm assuming, based on its great cosmic power? I don't know, but alright, fine. Let's die to the mouse. You collapse, head hitting the floor as your other arm is eaten away as well. You're not sure how you're still conscious, the pain should be indescribable, and yet you just feel a cold sense of loss. The mice have clustered along your back now, gnawing and ripping their way between your shoulders. I get it, they're eating me. Into your back, into your chest. They're like a little bit redundantly descriptive in these cases, but cough, cough. You weakly cough up blood. They must have damaged something important. Your arm's gone, you're bleeding to death, your tendons and things shit have been gone from your legs, and you're like, oh man, they must have eaten one of my important organs, like a liver. Holy, oh no. Bro, you're dead. You feel something being pulled out of you, and in between the moments that blankets of darkness fade out your vision. You hear something wet plop. Okay, yeah, you already said that. You pry your eyes open and see it in front. Get to the point. They pulled out my heart while my eyes are still... How am I... weirdly shaped red with your blood and pulsing, and... oh, that's your heart, isn't it? Ow. How? You're losing lots of... you don't have a heart that is pumping the blood anymore. How long... I might have to check up on... I'm gonna have to look up online how long can you last without a heart. But then again, the game has a lot of like space magic, so I mean, complaining about things not being realistic, I know won't make sense. I get it. I know. Trust me. You feel sleepy, but you also feel anger. Yeah, so much anger. How dare they? How dare they? The last thing you see before your vision fails you is a pair of glowing eyes leering in from the darkness beyond the doorway. You can hear squeaks and shrieks of terror all around you. Low yowls, deep snarls, gnashing teeth, tearing flesh. As your remaining senses leave you, you smile weakly with the last of your strength. When something with soft, slightly damp and sticky fur nuzzles your cheek. Oh, so the cat did come to help me at the last second? So anger. Anger rather than just submissiveness. I'm going to assume the cat is maybe bleeding its thoughts. I mean, we already know it's in our head, so to speak. But is it trying to take over the character's body? I'm just questioning if the character says, for instance, let me just theory crafting here. Is you feel angry? When I first read this of you feel so much anger and how dare they? How dare they? it sounds more like how a cat would perceive the mice, like as the cat described them as vermin and prey, right? I'm assuming throughout all of this and the amount of times the cat's doing shit, unless it's like not that. There's a chance of like body swapping maybe, but it feels like the cat's. Yeah, the cat's. How would I put it? The cat's way of thinking is bleeding into our brain. I'm not sure the effects. There could be too many variables. So I'm not going to go further, but the concept is there, right? And wait, no, good kitty. Alright, fine. The cat did help me. But is it self-serving helping? Cats are supposed to eat mice. Huh, wonder what mice are supposed to eat. Pellets. Like, honestly, it's not simply mice, like a mini ramp. If horses, any herbivore, our understanding of herbivore, carnivore, omnivore is kind of old-fashioned. Let's be a little scientific here. Because herbivores are easily more than willing to eat other animals for sustenance when they're hungry enough or curious enough. I've seen enough horses eat birds. I've seen enough, like, just the typical herbivore that would normally eat grass, eat anything, grass, apples, leaves, carrots. They're herbivores, but they still eat meat randomly. So it's like, it really just depends on how desperate and that their stomachs can take it. But I think all animals on the planet, and prove me wrong if you can, but I think all animals in the world, all, can eat meat and blood of any sort. Like, any and all animals can digest meat proteins, I do believe. I could be wrong, because that part I do not know, but it sounds logical enough to actually just be true. Humans are frugivores, which are fruit-based omnivores. But anyways, that's enough of the mini rant. But yeah, mice can eat really anything, as animals can eat anything they want. With that said, Wait, bar of chocolate, wait. I'm sorry. You find a chocolate bar. Is it? Nope. It's not even expired. I'll beg for forgiveness again. Okay. That's all the same. If we hit continue, will it be different? Do not take the cat home. You're not ready. Interesting. The one option did pop up, but not this one then. Interesting. If we play with the cat, I'm gonna see if any of the prior areas are going to have changes. Because, like, let's say, for instance, right here you can see on the top left save, right? It says check pockets, look around the area, and then question mark. Now I reload it. Now it's blood. There isn't too many areas that I recall. Like, there's this area, which is where I was just at, mind you. Let me check.
Ah, that was a save! Fuck!
Well, there goes that. Whatever that was. Well, yeah, I guess I looked around. I think it's only the two things. So this is brand new. We can't miss this. Let's see what happens. I just still have not taken the cat home. With blood, it's one of the final things we can do without having taken the cat home. This entire time I'm playing the series, I just have not taken the cat home. Offering it blood for food. The cat lets out a sad, pleading little sound. Well, you don't want blood now of all times. It's hungry. It must be starving, so you look around and see a nearby shard of glass. Your body moves as if it knows what to do, what needs to be done. I swear to God, if they keep describing the cat, like, deliciously licking your blood and describe it with 500 fucking words, I'm skipping it. Please do not complain. If they describe the same thing over and over and over, if the cat's going to drink or eat my blood, and it keeps over-describing. It's starting to get annoying, in my opinion. It's like every time it happens. Like, ironically and unironically, so... What needs to be done? You take the shard. The cat's waiting. You take the shard and... What? Why would you? Why would you do that? This better not be like a blood pact or something right now. You carefully hold your finger over the cat. Dark red blood beads at the wound. Before growing heavy enough to drip into the cat's open waiting jaws. And it mews happily. You smile warmly and lower your hand into the box, stroking the cat's cheek before letting it lap gently to your bleeding finger. Okay, get it. You keep feeding, yes. You feel a strange but welcome sense of comfort. Weird. Being other than yourself was hungry, and you were able to provide... Yeah, I did with the mouse too, and it got me killed. And the chocolate. And everything else. A small wrong in the world made right. No, you're... It's like they say, cats own you, not the other way around. Unless it's a gentle, fluffy cat, then I'll give it a chance. A small wrong in the world, even if so strangely done and only temporary. Ironically, it's at that moment that you start to feel dizzy. You didn't think you were losing that much blood. Was he sucking it out with a straw? You slump against the cat's box and listen to it mew in distress. You think it sounds worried about you, or at least you'd like to think so, after it's killed you like 500 times. You could just want more blood as well. The cat hops out of the box and into your lap, nuzzling at your stomach and meowing unhappily. You wish you could ease its concerns, but it's not like you can just talk to each other. You can just stop your little finger bleeding. Oh, man. You can't help but try to remember the last time you talked to anyone, actually. Now, how long have you been stuck in this simulation, is my question. If you were to die here, now in this alley, nothing would happen. How long would it take for someone to realize you're missing? I mean, that's a tough question. I don't know. There's too many unknowns in the game. That you were gone. Wow. Your thoughts are interrupted when the cat yowls loudly, tensing up in your lap. You don't have time to wonder why, as a voice rings out from the entryway to the alley. Hello? What? It's like E.T. Hey, are you alright? You don't answer. You don't think you can. Your voice feels locked away deep, deep within you. The cat looks up at you with a long stare, as if assessing you. It looks back towards the voice with a final nuzzle to your stomach. It hops out of your lap, walking towards the alley's entrance. But then... Is it killing the person for witnessing? Its face opens up.
Why are you looking at me?
It peels back. And opens again? Writhing tendrils peeking out from where you think its mouth should be. The stranger's silhouette freezes in the light beyond the alley. What the hell is... But they don't have the chance to finish the question. The tendrils converge into one, before shooting out of the cat's jaws. So it is just a random person. Or a simulation, who knows. And piercing into the stranger's shoulder. Gah! Ah! They let out a pained cry, a fearful yell. They claw at the tendrils, trying to pull them loose. But to no avail. You can't seem to process their screams. You stare at the creature before you, so different from the cat who mewed out of concern for you earlier. Okay, well... with a mouse picture. I mean... I think stopping it would make it... I would die from blood loss, or the cat will get upset. But here's a theory I'll throw out preemptively. Maybe stop the cat, and maybe we can teach it just not to kill everything on sight. I don't know. I'll try the option that could, backlash the most. Stop the cat. We'll try. You can't let this happen. You shakily crawl forward. Please, Mr. Cat, please, and weakly grab at the conjoined tendrils that pulse as they drain the stranger's blood. When you tug as firmly as you're able to, the tendrils pulsing halts and the cat turns to you. It's like, you can take a little bit more of my blood, just don't kill the weird stranger. It makes a strange trilling noise that sounds like a question, but you have no answer. You can't even understand the question. You simply scoop up the creature. Could you just be like, please don't? You pick up the creature, the cat, cradling it in your arms. You gaze almost longingly at the light beyond the alley's entrance. You don't know what's going on, but you just can't sit by and watch someone else be eaten so viciously. Not when they tried to see if you were okay. No, that's the nice thing to do. It's the Canadian thing to do, right? Not when you could offer yourself. Well, I mean, see, I'm not a submissive little piss baby like that. Nothing. Let's not get into that. I could have just gone into a joke. I think. Not when you could offer yourself. This guy's a little bit more on the. Let's just say altruistic. You think the stranger is set free, because after the sound of shoes hastily scuffing on the pavement fades into the distance... Come on, he just bites my arm instead. You feel something sharp pierce your back. It feels thin, almost like a needle. Oh, the cat's taking their blood and doing a blood transfusion? It feels thin, almost like a needle, so the pain passes quickly as your body adjusts to the intrusion. Okay, does the cat understand that there's blood types, and the random stranger may not have my specific blood type? Does master cats just know that off by heart? But as you feel... Wait, I didn't read this. You're sure it wasn't so thin when it skewered through the stranger's shoulder earlier. But as you feel your blood leave your body slowly, as if being pumped out, it gets harder to think, and your vision starts to fail you. The creature in your arms makes a soft sound. You hold it as tightly and closely to you as your weak arms can manage. This is fine. You're okay with this. You don't know if this will change anything. Surely the cat will get hungry again at some point after you're gone and no longer an option. But at least this time, you were able to save someone. Ending 28. Personal care package. The cat seems different. Quite different. Alright, yeah. I think it was trying to do a blood transfusion anyways. I'll have to read the ending of the tick care package that we just got just to see the description though.
Someone help me.
Just turns into sludge.
Help.
You look away as the creature devours the stranger. Nope. Draining them until they're nothing but a husk of bone, skin, clothes, and clothes heaped on the floor. You feel awful, but what could you do? The creature's also a living thing. Shouldn't it be allowed to eat what it needs to? I mean, I thought the same thing until I gave it a mouse, and then the mice started to somehow also have space magic powers to communicate with each other and want to eat me, get inside my house, amass a giant army, and try to eat me alive. So many things I'm still wondering. I hope the game explains why maybe the mice included have special powers. Unless it's just the cat fucking with literally everything. Like the chocolate bar is fake, the mouse is fake, all of it is just simulation scenarios that the cat is just role-playing out of boredom kind of thing. It's possible, but at the same time, not. Shouldn't it be allowed to eat what it needs to? Does it not also have a right to do what it must to survive? You ignore the voice in the back of your head that questions if there could have been another way. I mean, it's stupid, but we're going on. It's not like you tried to see if it could eat anything other than blood. I definitely did, but those memories got wiped other than human blood. Now, did you? Like, the game is self-aware that, obviously, there's the past moments that our character cannot remember. Like, this will be the first time the character, in present tense, has ever seen the cat act this way, at least. The creature purrs as it rubs its side into your arm. You realize that after a bit of rest, you've already started feeling better. It was able... I'm guessing it tried to transfuse, but I told it not to, and it did legit run away, and it didn't give us enough blood to survive it, maybe. But you also think that something inside you feels a little bit broken, too. You're just not quite sure what it is yet. You stand and hold out your arms. Still hungry? The creature trills happily and hops into your outstretched arms. Let's go then, yeah? You leave the alley together. I knew it! You go out into the world together. The cat is hungry, and it will be hungry often from now on. Very often. Screams of fear and terror follow you both wherever you go. And without thought or care or concern of any of it, you just stand back and watch. That's not Canadian really of them, but all you can eat blood fay. But yeah, after willingly giving it blood, maybe me presuming it became a pact became actually an accurate description of what just happened. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Personal care package. You share a nice meal with a cat. A bit high in iron, though. And ending 29. All you can eat blood fay. You give the cat an endless supply of food. So now, 2 endings there. But a lot of the endings here are completely done, as you can tell. There's like some consistency about the locations of them. And like I was saying, I think the important endings are all still at the very top of the list of 1 to 15. But 2 side endings and 4 more still exist here. We have to check. Let's see. If we do blood, we'd get the same area. We have to find out if, big if, this. Not ready. Maybe we can kill the cat. Alright, out of curiosity, since we do have the saves, I'll hit continue and see if it becomes anything new. Or, you know what? I can just hit that and hit control button. No, alright. We finally will be able to take the goddamn cat home. Alright, well, fine. I'll leave it here. This will be a perfect spot. Because then I'll be able to remember and tell myself, it's the most recent save. December 7th. I'll have to make sure I definitely play the game also more frequently. I will keep that as a promise this time around. But now we have it, so every option is done prior to taking the cat home. Because now when we do take the cat home... Meow. You can agree, right? Well, why not? Right? You see, he's into it. So... But that... No, I just don't want that music playing while I'm doing my... Let's just leave it here. Next episode, we'll finally take the cat home and see what kind of horrible adventures awaits us. Although we could have taken it home before giving it the blood, before the main menu changes. But the main menu is changed now effectively at the right moment where we offer it blood. And something changed from that, so I'm going to assume that's like 25, 50%. I'm assuming through it all, this is theory-wise, through it all, the more we're dying, the more we're doing what the cat wants us to do. There could be many ways it ends, but I'll assume blood pact happened, and I'll assume, I don't know, there's a whole opportunity where it could be trying to, I mean, wouldn't it make sense for it to take her body as a vessel, though? I wouldn't think. I mean, if it can transform into whole kinds of horrible things, why would it need to transform or mimic a human, right? Probably isn't necessary. But I haven't seen it transform into a human. I don't know if it really has a need or desire to become a human. Even if it's just, you know, think of it like FNAF, Ennard becoming the purple corpse guy at the end of Sister Location. I'm not a FNAF buff, but I'm pretty sure I explained it accurately enough. But either way, I hope you enjoyed. Look forward to more of this as we find out what the hell is going to happen. My theory is accurate or not, or your theory is accurate or not, we'll see. But if you've been enjoying, please leave a like, comment, hit the subscribe button, become a full subscriber, hit the bell notification down below for updates on my videos. Thank you for watching, and until the next time.